I just want you to tell me how you're feeling and what you're thinking today.
It's devastating. To be a black person in America, James Baldwin said, is to be in a nearly unending state of rage, to paraphrase him. And the rage grows from the inability of many of our white brothers and sisters to understand where we are, to put themselves in our existential shoes, and to understand how time and again, with the murder of black people, with the hunting down of black people by white vigilantes, with a policeman willfully disregarding the pleas of a black man to breathe, treating him like an animal, why we feel, and it is not hyperbolic, that this country not only does not care, but treats us less than human as a matter of fact. And so when we hear these statements, the effing N-word that was supposedly, allegedly uttered after the death of Arbery, when we see a policeman look into the recording device of a person filming him and still has no conscience or consciousness, suggests that he is doing his job, that he is not fearful that he will be held to account, and that after all, the person that he is subjecting to his knee is not human. This is what we've got to deal with, not a bunch of policy changes, though that would be critical, not just a difference of opinion about, differences between police departments and African-American citizens. We have to have a fundamental, what Martin Luther King Jr. called revolution of values. And until we value black life, until we value black human beings as fellow citizens, we will not be able to move forward. And it's not, by the way, Katie, just those who are outright bigots. Look at the kerfuffle evoked yesterday by Drew Brees, an otherwise decent man, who was totally not only tone deaf, but profoundly insensitive to his fellow teammates through whom he throws the ball, but he failed to pass it in the sense of being understanding about their situation. So that's the kind of anger, the heartbreak, the grief that we feel in the midst of the repeated recycling of Black death on television.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.